The Four Horsemen Invitational theme for June 14th is World Service Day. When the first build I had started for the theme encountered a few setbacks, I started a second alternate build as a backup. As luck would have it, I was able to recover the first build and complete it. I decided to continue with the second build as well because I really liked the way it was turning out. In the end, I wound up with two builds to present in this video. Build 1. The Fire Chief. My first build is based on the Hot Wheels Hot Bird casting. Pontiac was the chief of the Ottawa Indian tribe in the mid-1700s and is credited with uniting all the tribes between the Mississippi River, Florida, and Canada for a common cause, to resist the men who were advancing on the Native Americans' hunting grounds. For this build, I thought it would be fitting to create a Pontiac Firebird Fire Chief vehicle. For my super ginormous Phase 2 build, I had converted the Hot Bird into a Firebird Type K sport wagon. During that build, I made silicone molds of all the modified parts so that I could cast resin copies and build additional Type K wagon-based customs. The set of resin castings included the body, the windows, the interior, the steering wheel, and the base. I would later substitute a 3D printed steering wheel purchased on eBay for the original Hot Bird steering wheel in this build. I found a set of 3D printed snowflake style wheels on eBay that were a good match for the factory Pontiac wheels. There were several 3D printed tire options available from the same seller. I ordered 3 different tire styles along with the rims. I found that one of the tire options I had ordered would work for the front axle. However, I needed a larger size tire for the rear axle. I designed and 3D printed a larger rear tire that fit the snowflake rims to solve that issue. There are several cities in the United States named Pontiac. I found pictures online of the Pontiac, Illinois Fire Department logo, and it looked like what I wanted for this build. From those pictures, I was able to recreate the fire department logo for my custom decals using Corel Draw and then printed them on my Canon laser printer. One of the setbacks during this build was when I painted the body. As I was not satisfied with the results from the first coat of red, I decided to strip the resin cast body and start over. I had not previously tested citrus strip on one of my resin castings and quickly found out that citrus strip dissolved the casting. After preparing a spare body casting, I was able to salvage the build. I am pleased with how this build turned out, and I'm happy I pushed through the setbacks to complete the build. I had been unable to find a light bar that fit my vision for this build, so I scratch built one from clear 1/8 inch plastic rod that was sanded to shape. The clear bars were tinted using red and blue Sharpie pens. Build 2. The Hairy Healer. My second build is based on the Hot Wheels Hairy Hauler. For the Four Horsemen National Red Line Day Invitational, I built a hearse based on this casting. During that build, I made silicone molds of all of the parts so that I could resin cast copies and build additional Hairy Hauler based customs without needing to sacrifice an original red line. The initial set of Harry Holler resin castings included the main body, the flip nose, the interior, and the base. A replacement Harry Holler smoked windshield was purchased on eBay. The bed cover was a resin cast duplicate from my Harry Hearse build. The grille was a spare that was 3D printed during the Harry Hearse build. The custom wheels I used were purchased on eBay. The custom decals used in the build were created in Corel Draw and then printed on my Canon laser printer. I am very pleased with how this build turned out, but this is not the only Harry Holler-based ambulance I built. I also built a gas-landified version for the Death Race 2024 event that will be live-streamed from Jody Sims' YouTube channel on June 14th and 15th. You can check out the Gas Lands build by looking for the Death Race Showcase Radio Flyer video on Jody's channel. Thanks for watching. I hope you like the builds.